really try to stress the significance of eliminating the refined sugars out of your nutritional intake and some of the side effects that it has. Oftentimes, there's this kind of response as if it isn't as serious as I'm speaking of. And the thing is just because you're used to having something doesn't mean that it isn't as harmful as it is. The thing about our bodies are that they're so resilient that they will help us out by helping to find default ways to keep us alive. It doesn't mean that the harm or the danger isn't taking place. It's just that God's made our bodies really awesome. But it does get to a point to where it can't find any other default patterns, and we suffer with illnesses that seem like they come on all of a sudden. Now, when it comes to sugar, remember this refined sugar and different types of sugars under different labels that go into our processed foods, these are not nutrients. These are completely void of nutrients, and they are actually a chemical. They affect our body the same ways that a drug or cocaine would. These refined sugars, high fructose corn syrup, sugars, some of them are under the labels of anything in the OS, or something that is under the heading of natural flavor. Sometimes that's a different type of sugar. But the thing is that these are void of nutrients. And what they do is they're actually causing our cells to become less efficient. They are literally weakening our bodies. And the reason why we're so drawn to them is because they're designed to be addictive. They do something I heard one physician explain. He said these processed foods really hijack our brain. So our ability to make a decision, our body's ability to determine whether or not it needs more or not. All of those signals are shut down when we have these toxic chemicals, and sugar is at the top of the list. And I'm not talking about any sort of natural God-made fruit. I'm talking about the refined sugars, these processed sugars and chemicals that are in our food. These sugars, they are not just void of nutrients, but they're toxic. And one of the responses they have is that they completely disrupt our body's ability to absorb nutrients. They block our body's ability to absorb nutrients. And so you can find yourself deficient at things like zinc and our B vitamins. And we know one of the side effects of having inefficient supply of B vitamins is nerve damage and all sorts of nerve and neurological issues. It also affects our mood and our hormones. It can lead to issues like PCOS. And so all of these effects come, and way more, from having these refined sugars. And so it's important to be intentional about eliminating them out of your diet as much as possible. Definitely not intentionally having them in drinks and things that are sweetened. And to start to read the labels, because this is the one substance that has a huge significance on our bodies. It affects all those other areas. And so when those nutrients are depleted, the B vitamins and other vitamins like zinc, what's happening is our body's not getting what it needs in order to be able to fight, in order to be able to keep itself alive. And they can develop other issues, a long list of other issues. And so it's better to now be intentional about alleviating these refined sugars. They are not food, and it is not inhumane to suggest that we should not be eating them. They were never ever there for our consumption. They were designed for our consumption, but they are not designed to actually help the human body. And so these things can make a huge difference in your body's ability to lose body fat, make a huge difference in how you feel, how your muscles and your nerves, your organs, your cognitive abilities. It'll have a huge impact on all these. Not to mention the alleviating these refined sugars will also help all of those that deal with any sort of bone issues or arthritis, joint issues, any of those things. These are the culprit right behind them. And so be intentional about alleviating these things and replacing them with good quality protein, different forms of quality protein, grass-fed beef, grass-fed lamb, pasture-raised chicken and eggs. These are all the really nutrient-dense substances that have these amino acids and other nutrients that our body needs in order to regenerate and feel better. And so removing the refined sugars and replacing them with the proteins, and then the more nutrient dense foods after that are going to be the really the key to being able to stay healthy. And for those of you that need to lose body fat, which is over 50% of the population here in the US, because of those toxic foods and sugars, is going to be the key to you being able to attain and sustain that healthy lifestyle. And so just wanted to encourage you. The sugar, it's presented in such a way, it's pretty, they'll make it fluffy or whatever it is. It's designed to be addictive. And so it's not a character default that you are not able to stop, or it's difficult for you to stop. It's designed that way. But to continue to be intentional about finding ways in order to change your nutritional intake, your perspective about these toxins that are in our food, and your body will get the response, and you will love the response that you get from making these adjustments and exchanges. And of course, if you need any suggestions or any one-on-one assistance in being able to attain a healthier nutritional plan, something that's going to really help your whole body just to feel better overall, your brain and the rest of your body, then feel free to reach out to me, contact me, and I'll be more than happy to assist you in that process. But thank you for the time, and I really hope that was helpful, and I look forward to talking to you soon with some more fit tips. God bless you.